Okay, just a small video after the last one. I just showed you basically the situation of stepping this. And let me tell you something. All I've done was plug welded it right here every 4 inches. And I went ahead and every inch or so opposite that, I've just stitched the seam. And what I'm going to do is continue doing that. Let the metal's actually cool to the touch. You just don't want to just run welds, because you'll warp the steel. And I learned that from a guy on the internet. He's got a great channel. My friend Pete, Southwest Rod and Customs, Utah, Moab, Utah. He's originally from Dallas, but what a wealth of knowledge that fella has. But let me tell you something, just for being roughed in, wow, that little step tool, let me tell you something, that's the way to do it. The little step tool is the way to do it. And now I'll just go ahead and continue stitch welding this until it's all one piece. And underneath, on the bottom, there's a 1/4 inch to 3/8, excuse me, probably 3/8 to a half lip under here. And once that's all welded nice and stitched in, we'll go ahead and just skim that with some filler. And of course, we're going to go ahead and get our drip rail and everything installed on the truck. I've got to go pick up some urethane body panel adhesive. But I'll be truthful with you. I didn't think this was going to happen till the springtime, and the situation has arose that I am getting her done. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting her done, and I'm doing it right. I'm doing the metal replacement the right way. We're not just Bondo boxing it. And I've spent the last couple years on YouTube and watching some really good content creators. And the one thing I can do, if you show me something once, I've always been able to emulate it and to make it work. And I'm going to tell you something. I've been spending the last probably 10 years gathering tools, but the situation here, people, is the biggest thing you need in your tool arsenal. It's not a body hammer. It's not a welder. It's not even a rasp. It's an attitude and a confidence to give it a try, because without trying, you really will never know what you're capable of producing. But yeah, that's the situation. And let's get to my sponsors. The sponsor today is Hardy Gloves. They have a really good seamstress at their factory, because let me tell you something, these are like goat skin. I got these at Harbor Freight. What a game changer. I mean, the flexibility you have with these and the durability is unmatched. It's unrivaled and it's unmatched. And yeah, Hardy work gloves. If you don't want to pay too much, go to Harbor Freight and get you some of these Hardy work gloves. Okay, so the situation, back to the cab, back to the repairs, back to the metal work. I knew I could do this. You know what I'm saying? There's something about it. When I was younger, the one good thing, I'll tell you right now, pay attention, children, because let me tell you something. The one thing that I can honestly say my dad gave me 100% was confidence. I was only, unfortunately, the way things went in life, he went home early, but the few years I had with him, he would say, just go grab a lawnmower and tear it apart and see how it's built. And he didn't say, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you're too small. Oh, you're this, you're that. He didn't do that. He just said, go tear it apart, grab tools, and do what you got to do. So the thing he gave me the most was the ability to say, hey, I can try that. Hey, I think I can do that. It's the confidence. And if you're out there and you're sitting at home and you're saying, I really wanted to do this and I really wanted to try that, I don't know what you're waiting on. I really don't know what you're waiting on. Because, time flies, people. And everybody gets the same 24 hours in a day. So if you're thinking that you can get out there and accomplish something, or you might want to try something, put it on the calendar. Literally, walk up to the calendar, put it on the calendar, and pretend as if that has to be done. Just like any other task you do. And you'll be surprised at what you can get out there and accomplish, because I'm telling you right now, this situation right here, that's a repair, people. That is I'm no body man by trade, but let me tell you something. You're going to catch hell to find out that if there's any dents or dings in this when I'm done. That much I guarantee. But she's going to be solid, and she's going to be right, or it ain't going to get done. But just wanted to give you an update on the cab. I am stitch welding the patch panel in from the junkyard. Remember, your preparation is your weld job. So go ahead and wipe everything down after you clean it. Wipe her down with a little acetone. Get them chemicals off there, any kind of oil or anything, and your welds, you'd be surprised how nice that MIG welder with the gas, shielding gas, will, if you get the temperature. You can't buy I'll say this, okay, let me just back up. You're not going to go to Harbor Freight and buy a $99 welder and do this, okay? You're not going to do that, and let me tell you why. You can weld, the bigger the thickness of the steel, the easier it is to weld. So you can go buy that $99 Harbor Freight job, and you can turn it right up, and you can burn some 1/4-inch plate and 1/4-inch angle or 1/4-inch tubing, and you'll be fine. You'll be totally fine. But when you start necking down into the thinner metals, and I mean, this truck is 18 gauge. It's really not that thin as some of the new model cars. But when you start getting down into the smaller gauge steel, you need a welder that's capable of dialing it in. That's the key word today, dialing it in, okay? And speaking of dialing it in, let me tell you something about these gloves right here. They're comfortable, and you dial them in on your hands, and let me tell you something. Hardy gloves from Harbor Freight. But yeah, the situation is you need a welder that's capable of doing what you want to do. Okay, now Harbor Freight does sell some expensive welders. I would say go for that if you're going to go to the Harbor Freight and get them. But you know, I'll be honest with you. I bought this Hobart over to Tractor Supply, and right now, if you've got semi-decent credit, even they'll give you a card, and I think anything over, I want to say $3.99, or maybe it's $4.99. It's interest-free for a year. Now I understand we're living on Joe Biden's economy, so you're going to pay a little more for everything. But if you're thinking of doing any kind of welding, make sure you use shielding gas. I'll never go back to flux core. Okay, it's too messy. You've got to prep everything and clean everything. When you're dealing with body panels, you need a shielding gas. Okay. Yeah, you can do this, people. This is not a situation that says you're helpless here. Get on eBay and watch 20-30 videos, find some content creators that you like, and take the positive that they have and take some of the tricks and trades. And it's not enough to just do that, though. You've got to go apply yourself. Okay? You, the DIYer, can apply yourself, and even if it's a bad result, you can say, well, I learned something. Let me try it this way. Let me try it that way. And pretty soon, you're laying down patch panels. You know what I'm saying? You're laying down patch panels, and you're saying to yourself, this truck's getting done, people. It's getting done. So, all right, you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys get off the couch, okay? Because you're not going to do anything sitting on the couch except watch Donahue, the reruns. All right, this is Bri. I'm over here at the compound, and we're making it happen at the welding shop.